Welcome back to St. Henry's Church. It's wonderful that we can open our doors again. March 20th was the day that the governor asked us to close down, and now we're able to open up beginning Wednesday, the 20th of this month. Now, when you come to church, things will definitely be different. And all of this is done in order to keep everyone safe. The ushers will be at the door to welcome you, to bring you in, and to remind you about safe distancing, how everyone must wear a mask, and should sanitize your hands as they enter into the church. So if you bring your own sanitizer, that's great, but we'll have some extra here as well as some masks in case you need those as well. And we ask you to wear them all through Mass. Once you get into the narthex, there'll be another usher to greet you, and the usher then will take you into the church to seat you. So please know that you need to be here a little bit early so that we can keep everyone moving and everyone at a safe distance and moving them into the church. As you come into the church, you will find our offertory basket here because the ushers will not be able to pass the basket through the Mass. This will be the easiest way on your way in to please leave your donation. If you notice the pews behind me, you will see some that have tape on it, which means these are closed off, and then we have the ones that are open. The reason we're going to be seating you, and we ask you to work with the ushers, is that we only can seat so many people in so many places. And we need to do a count to make sure that we are keeping the safe distancing as well. Please do not seat yourself. It'll be easier for us to maintain the count and to know that we're getting the right number of people in the places according to family groups and size of the groups that you're coming with. If you're single, if there are 2 of you, if there are 4, if there are 8, we need to be able to figure out how to properly and safely seat everyone. We ask you to wear your mask through the entire Mass. These are very important. As we've been learning throughout everything, and as the bishop is asking, we must wear them constantly. If you or one of your children will not be able to sustain this on, we ask you to consider not coming at this time. If you're upset and angry about having to follow these directions and all that we're going to be doing because it's just so unsettling, we understand that. But we have to do this if we're going to gather as a community. So again, the bishop is dispensing everybody from Sunday obligations still. We have limited seating. If we have too many people coming in, we're blessed because we can stream it live to the parish hall, and people will be moved over there. We will have a cart in the middle of the church aisle that where normally it isn't, so that we can film everything for either people at home and or over at the parish hall. But again, these masks are very important. When it's time for communion, you're going to notice that those taped off pews are your guidelines. You need to remain 6 feet distance from everyone in front of you. If you're a family, you can bunch up. If not a family, you need to keep that taped off space that you see on the pews as your signal as to how far to stay behind people. We ask you to again remain at a distance as you approach communion. As you approach communion with your mask on, the Eucharistic minister or the deacon will also have their mask on as well. When you approach, we can only receive it in the hand. The bishop has not allowed us to give communion to anyone on the tongue because of the moisture issue and the easier chance to spread a disease. Now, as we do this and you come forward, step forward, you will receive it in your hand. You will then walk to the side, turn and walk away to the side. There will be a mark on the floor where you're asked to stop. And at this point, we invite you to remove your mask, receive the Blessed Sacrament. Once you've received, put your mask back on and return to your pew, keeping a safe distance, unless you're family members, back to the pew. The reason for the mask, again, is to protect any particles of moisture getting out, because that's what spreads any diseases. We will offer you on the way in an opportunity opportunity to have your temperature checked. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, it's touchless. Some people were insisting that I buy rectal thermometers, but I said no. So it's a touchless that will be available. Every minister who will be acting as an usher, music, cantor, priest, deacon, lector, all of us will have our temperatures checked to make sure that we can be present with you and that our temperature will not be too high. At the end of Mass, we're going to have a very simple entrance and exit here at St. Henry's. I will be coming in from the side. The deacon will be preceding me by 6 feet. He'll be staying a distance from me on the altar like we're supposed to do. When I leave, I will gently bow here. I will return to the side sacristy this way. I am not, because of my health issues, I really, as much as I want to be with you guys and hug you and get caught up from 6 feet away, I can't do it in order to protect myself. So I'll be returning to the sacristy, and we ask you then to not leave your pews until the usher invites you to do so. As the ushers invite people to come forward to receive communion, they will be doing the same thing to dismiss you, and we'll start in the back. It will be a row at a time, again, remaining safe distancing. As soon as you get into the narthex, we invite you to leave the narthex. Do not stop. Please do not talk, because again, of the safe distancing. The bishop has also requested that we don't congregate tightly outside. If you want to talk to your friends outside, do so from your car, loudly shouting, laughing, saying hi, and praying again that we can find a vaccination for this virus again. So Mass will be different, but yet we can finally receive the Blessed Sacrament. We can finally be together as one at the table of the Lord. That's what it's about. But again, if you can't come, you can still receive him spiritually from home in a safe way. We will also be having, again, our weekday Masses. Our first Mass will be on the Tuesday the 21st, and then after that, every Tuesday and Thursday as normal. We will not be having Eucharistic adoration at this time. I've also been requested that I film my daily Masses. So whenever I have a Mass at St. Stephen's or St. Henry's, we will be having it set up for a daily Mass to be broadcast to our Facebook page. And if you want, let us know. We'll then post it to our webpage for those who don't use Facebook. But you have to let me know that. All I need is one person to say we want that, and it will be posted then to our webpage. Again, I look forward to celebrating again with you. We have to work, as I say, we've been dealt this hand of cards that we have to deal with. We're not happy about it, but it's important, and it's important that we play it and do it right so we can all be winners. Let's keep praying for each other. Let's looking forward to the day when we're going to have a big potluck and enjoy each other's company again, because I sure am. I miss you guys a lot. God bless.